Tyson Fury had called out Francis Ngannou or something like that, and Ngannou said, "Yo, after I finish fighting John, I'll fight you." How do you feel about that?
I just think that I wish MMA fighters would stop trying to go into boxing. Bring those boxers who can't fight outside of boxing into MMA. It's time to embarrass the boxers. It's time to show them the difference of skill sets. You know, boxing is a fantastic sport when we're talking about competition, right? We've seen some amazing fights. We've seen some incredible things. Unfortunately, due to the bad business and politics of boxing, it's put a nasty stain on it. But when we're talking about skill set versus skill set, 9 times out of 10, the MMA fighter is going to win in a real fight. You know what I mean? You put an MMA fighter like, hey, you can't do this, that, and the third, da, 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 da. Yeah, they're going to lose a boxing fight. They're going to lose it. You know what I mean? But if you talk about, hey, there's no rules, Queensberry rule set, I'm going to fuck you up, the boxer's going to lose. They know it. They know it. That's why none of them outside of James Toney, and mad respect to James Toney, because even though he got his ass washed, at least he stepped in there to get his ass washed. So I'll never talk shit about James Toney, but the rest of these motherfuckers calling out like that fucking what's that name?
Jay Leon,
Yeah, yeah, Herb.
You don't know nothing about these, man.
Oh my God.
You don't know nothing about these.
These guys, man, they don't, you know what I mean? I'm tired of it. Like, and Tyson Fury's not even Tyson Fury's best heavyweight in the world. I like, come on, man. Like,
it's a payday, man. That's the only thing they're looking for.
Yeah,
no,
but
I get that.
I hear Lau. Lau's right.
No, I totally agree with Lau. I totally agree with Lau. Even with Francis Ngannou, and Francis Ngannou is like he's one of the few fighters that is very outspoken on how he just wanted to be a boxer, and they were like, "Yo, you should actually do MMA," right? And even then, it's like if him and Tyson Fury got in a real fight, we already know it doesn't matter who hits harder. It doesn't matter if Tyson Fury hit harder than Francis. We all know when it's all said and done, if they go to the ground, it's over. It's the plain and simple, no matter who it is. If it's Floyd versus Conor, if it's Kamaru Usman versus Canelo, like anybody, like it doesn't matter who it is. It's when you, and that's, I agree, where it's a cheat code. Hey, we're going to take this one thing where we have in common, but I'm a professional at it, and you are semi-professional in comparison to me, and I'm gonna have a fight with you. Like,
yeah, it's like, hey, MMA fighter, come wrestle the best Olympic wrestler in the entire fucking world. The MMA fighter is going to get out fucking wrestled
every
but
day.
Yeah, but hey, Olympic wrestler, come fight me in the cage. He's going to get beat the fuck up because he doesn't know how to fight as well as a trained professional. And I just think that it's just, I don't know, man. I don't like the boxers keep trying to bait the MMA fighters. And like I said in the last episode, the reason being because they're not getting paid enough, and that's why they keep falling for the bait.
There's only a matter of time until like eventually Dana's going to be like, yo, I have to keep paying these guys, because when you have a cash cow like someone like Conor McGregor, for instance, right? He's someone that you pay these astronomical numbers, and even when he's on a 2 or 3 fight losing streak, he could still sell out a venue. And that's the reason why he's pretty much kissing the feet of Kamaru Usman at this point, trying to get a fight, because it's like, hey, I need money. And most people understand, if you can't, just to go back to that point real quick, if you can't get the money that like Conor gets, you're going to try to fight in the boxing. Right. But like back to like with Conor, like he's kissing the feet of Kamaru Usman. And at the end of the day, we all know how that ends.